Okay, now I should be coming up soon. What was that noise? Is that me or you?
That was my phone.
Okay. Yeah, so you go off to college in 3 weeks.
Oh, my coward is live.
Yep,
So it was you.
Yeah, it was me. Oh boy, I got to make sure Facebook is not actually going live. Somehow, how can I? Oh, I can kill that right here. Stopping. There we go. Facebook's not going to go live. No, don't have to worry about it. In the process, I'm once my mother-in-law died, we've been trying to sell off some of her old stuff. Like, we don't need her bed suit. We don't need her not dining room, but a few of the things she had. She'd moved into assisted living, so she got rid of a lot of her stuff years ago before that. But we're trying to sell off that stuff, and in the process, say, hey, why don't we try and sell off some of our stuff we never use? Like, she gave us one of those bumper pool tables, probably like 15 years ago. We have not used that thing in probably 10 years. So it's just taking up space. So we're going to try and sell that and a few other things. Once I do, I'm in the basement of my house. Once I do, there's a room. When you come down our stairs, you take a left to my office, which is where I'm at now. If you take a right, there's a much larger room that has that pool table in it and has an air hockey table in it. I think I'm going to get rid of the pool table, move the air hockey table, and I'm going to make that J. Brandon Ross Studio B. And then I'll have much more room to spread out. Because anytime I have to do, we're talking, and the way I'm bringing this up is the computer stuff. Anytime I have to do any work on the computers, it's a pain in the butt because there's not a lot of room here, and there's no easy access to the back of them without disconnecting everything and pulling everything out. When I move into there, I can put them on the floor and give myself easy access to it.
When I built my basement, I had an entertainment center that my TV was in upstairs, and I said, you know what? I'm going to put it up against the wall, and behind it is a cedar closet that I was building. I said, I'm going to build myself a large flap so that I can go into the cedar closet, lift it up, and I can access the back of my TV center. Of course, it worked great until several years later. I got a flat screen TV, and the hole was much bigger than the TV was.
Yeah.
So I had to seal it up, and now you don't need it anymore because you can get behind everything. I have a smaller. Everything is much smaller than what it was before. But there's no easy way to get to anything behind anything.
No, and and this is a mess because it's behind the desk, behind my monitors, off to the side. And I think if I put them down underneath the desk, that would create less noise for this too. Where is the chat room? I can't even see the chat room.
I see Gary in there.
Well, I can't see anybody because I can't get the chat room. Maybe if I make that full screen. Not now. There we go.
Bumper pool tables are pretty much worthless.
Yeah,
I haven't played on one of them in probably 30 years.
They were fun when the kids were real little. I don't know, they were fun for a little bit. And I'm a pool player. Yeah. So it was fun, but it's not even like a full-size big one. This is maybe a half size of a pool table or something.
That's probably what I remember playing on.
And you know what? Here's the other problem. It is, what is that? What they made the board out of? Is it like slate rock or something?
Right, yeah, underneath, yeah.
It is crazy heavy, this thing. So somehow getting it down into the basement, coming around the backyard, gravity helped. I had taken it off its legs, put it on a tarp, and then pulled it down the hill. Gravity helped out a lot there. Now I'm going to have to go the opposite way, and gravity's not going to help out a lot. The gravity's going to fight me.
It's going to be a hindrance.
So, but those are things that I got to get that done before the kids leave because they need some muscle.
Right. They're young. They should be helping now.
Yeah, they will. I need them to help me muscle that thing up there, and then tell whoever buys it to bring some strong people with them to load it up. And it's going to be like a fire sale. Just give me something. Yep. So what do you have to talk about tonight, Tim?
God, what do I have to talk about tonight? I don't even know. I have not taken pictures. I have been so delinquent. I have nothing.
So I will.
I hope you got stuff.
No, I don't really have that much. So that's what I don't know if you see.
So I guess Gary, what are you talking about?
I don't know if you see the little streaming thing down there. So I'm not. While I record this, I don't plan on putting this out as a show. But I figured, we hadn't been out here for a couple of weeks. Something like that. We were here with the review show last week. Was it last week? Yeah.
Yes.
But not this show. For a couple of weeks because of various things going on between the two of us. But so I want to do something so I don't get too rusty. And we can just talk with Gary as long as he wants to stay out here.
That's exactly what I was thinking. My wife's like, "Do you have a show tonight?" It's like, we haven't had one since June 20th. We're definitely having a show tonight.
Yeah, we need to have something. So let me just get the recording going just to have it going, whether we do anything with it or not. There's not going to be like an intro or anything. But in case one of the two of us says something genius and I need to pull it out somewhere. So Joe's out there. So we're just going to hang out and chat. I do have pulled up, and I don't know, maybe we can do this live as long as it doesn't make me look too much like an idiot. Macphun, which A.D. Wheeler is involved with, Macphun has just released a beta version for their program for Windows. And I don't know if I can download it and install it live while we're doing this, or whether I'll get an email giving me a link to go do it somewhere else. So we may just look at that whatever we can while we chat. One thing I did, Tim. Let's see if I pull this up. You see, the background that's going on, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did that probably 2 months ago or so.
Yeah, I like that background. So
do I.
One of the things I noticed is, like, whenever we're showing a photo or talking about something like that, I think the background, especially in a portrait image like this, is a little bit distracting as it's going through there. So what I did just right before the show is I made the background inside that frame where the image is a little darker. I overlaid a black image on top of it.
Oh, okay.
And then change the blend mode or whatever it is. So it's
yeah. Actually, I can see where the other one goes over it, so it's not as prominent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not quite as distracting for the image, especially in a portrait like this, but you can still see some of it is going on. Pretty cool. I'll bring us back.
Oh, Joe's got the same problem I do. Motivation. Live on the Gulf Coast of Florida. I'm sick of sunset sessions, finding it hard to get motivated to go out and find something to shoot. Advice on getting out there or a different mindset to try something new.
Maybe that's a topic we can talk about, because for me, the motivation has been a struggle ever since the kids got old enough to not be in sports, which was about the same time we started this show.
Right, yeah.
And the two have worked against my motivation.
Yeah, I mean, I have, my son doesn't play sports now. Soccer's over until the fall again. I'm going away to Disney in a couple of weeks, but how many times can I take pictures of Disney?
Yeah, especially for you who goes like every third month.
Something like that, yeah. But I am going to Universal, and I am going on the cruise also, so I do have some additional things. But yeah, I mean, I know, at least in the Disney parks, I don't take anywhere near the amount of pictures I used to take. Because I've taken all of them. Or now I do actually look for different items that I've never taken before, or I try to be really cognizant of getting pictures with the family. Because a lot of times I'll get back, and it'd be like 3/4 of my pictures are pictures of Disney World without the family. And I was like, well, that's no good. So I've changed that a lot.
Yeah, seeing was Scott Norris, who we had a month or so ago.
Weeks, right? Yeah, I was just thinking of him when I read Joe's comment of what he doesn't go anywhere to take his pictures, and he's got creative pictures.
I don't know if Joe saw that, but Scott Norris has a 365 album. Maybe I can find it here while we're talking. And that album, that portfolio, whatever it is, has lots of ideas of things just around the house. Scott, hold on. Can't type and look at the same time. We had him on a show, like I said, a few weeks back. Let me pull up that web page so you can see it here. So we're going to go to I'll get rid of that lower third. Y'all see this is not a actual show tonight. We're just chit-chatting. So that's what that thing is, the bottom is.
Mm-hmm.
So if you come here to the show later and pull it up and go, what is happening? I miss Mike saying the crazy intro, he says. That's because there isn't one tonight.
There isn't one.
So we're going to go to Scott Norris, which is scottnorrisphotography.com. And portfolio, crap, 365 project. And what he did here, Joe, is he took an image every day. Of a lot of the stuff was things around his house, not all of it. Here's something. I'm trying to get the gumption to go out and just street shoot. Yeah, I'm shy too about going. I'm the type of photographer that likes to be hidden,
Yes,
and not seen in the back, somewhere in the background. And that may work for street photography. It may also get you in trouble. But look at this one here, Joe. This one, my mouse doesn't show up on this one, does it? But anyway, the middle one on the top there, which is a glass sitting on a piece of toilet paper. So I'm not going to be as creative as Scott. So one of the things I thought is picking and choosing some of these images and just trying to do my version of it.
that's probably not a bad idea.
Here's the light bright.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't have light bright anymore.
I did it one time.
Yeah. But a lot of these, I have an HP12C. That calculator right there at work. Yeah, there's some fishing line, guitar or some type of guitar type instrument. Back of a fire truck, I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. No idea what that one is. Almost like a fruit roll up or something.
Rolling down a hill.
Yeah. Marbles. An on-off switch. Yeah, Joe says, hard to be hidden at 6'4" and 235 pounds. Big white ninja.
6'4", 235. Hell, I was 6 feet, 235 a couple of weeks ago.
I'm not that tall, and I'm more than the weight, so...
Yeah.
So, I don't know what you like to shoot, but to go into scottnorrisphotography.com gives you some ideas, things you can do just around the house. And I just lost Tim. Hello, Tim.
Say it again.
No video.
Oh, my video's gone?
Yep. There we go.
What the hell?
Now we got you back.
That's weird. I didn't even do anything. There's my picture now. I can see it.
Bubble wrap.
My daughter loves popping those.
I do too. I love popping those too. Somebody just asked JPEG to join JPEG to Raw Beginners. I need to post his. Speaking, that made me think of it. I need to post Scott's link again into the beginners group because I think a lot of people fight with what Joe's talking about. I know you and I do, Tim, is motivation to get out there and shoot something and what to shoot. And Scott has a lot of great ideas of things to do. Anyway, that's that.
And he had that picture of Marvin the Martian there. All right, I think he had that behind his desk when we were talking to him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did.
Most people don't remember it.
All right.
Those are the cartoons that were good when we were kids.
Yeah, I remember those cartoons. All right,
Joe bookmarked it. He liked the idea, so I'm glad we could at least give somebody some motivation.
Yeah. And Joe, I don't know if you're in any of our Facebook groups, but we are on Facebook. We have two main groups. One is JPEG Raw, just search for groups and JPEG Raw. The other one is a beginners group. And I think there's actually now links in the main group over to that beginner group. So you can go there and join those also. So this is that Macphun I was talking about. That I don't know if I thought about getting AD on tonight, but that would have been very short notice for him to go over this. But at some point, either somebody from Macphun or AD Wheeler himself to come on and maybe do us a walkthrough. And Joe's in the beginners group already. Awesome. So let's go and click on the learn more. Then I'm going to put on my email. And then let's see what happens. Oh, so it is going to let me download. Where's it going to download? Not to there, to here. We may have to wait a little bit, so I'll bring us back, Tim.
Okay.
While we wait for that to download. As long as, yeah, our bandwidth is still good. So, I have faster internet now. I have 300 down.
Oh, boy.
But only,
You're catching up.
But only 5 up.
Really?
Do you know what happens if you, like right now, if this thing downloaded at 300 megasecond, the overhead on the upload at 300 megasecond is 5 meg. So I would completely absorb my entire upload.
That's just crazy. All right, let's see what I get. It's telling me, all right, pings at 6 milliseconds.
That's good.
And my upload is, well, you may have a better upload than me. I mean, not download.
Really?
I thought I had higher. Why is it only 148 download? And my upload is 140, 150, 154 upload. So 148 and 154. But you know what kills me a lot of times? When you go download something, the other side definitely throttles you.
Yes.
And I hate that. It's like I know that I have a fast speed, but yet it takes forever to download something because their side is not fast enough to do it.
Yeah.
And I know that's what it is. Hold on 1 second. Hello.
While Tim is taking a call, we're going to switch over and start the install. Exciting. Gary, I need to break out my macro. I do have a macro, but I have not used that in forever. But I enjoy shooting macro. That has taken much longer to just initialize. Here we go. Something's happened.
All right, and I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's all right. I'm doing the install of this. All right, I'll bring us back to us because nobody cares to just watch it install. Yeah, so they are running, I think it's fiber, Tim, because I see all the way up the interstate up to our exit, and then along the side of the road that comes close to our house, they're digging up near the sidewalk, and they're laying this big, like red-colored plastic, heavy plastic-looking tubing.
Okay.
Which I think is what is encased, what fiber is encased in.
Okay.
And so they gave me 300 meg down, and they said when the upload is improved, you'll automatically get it. And logging into my modem, I can see in the last month or so they bonded all 4 of my upload channels.
Oh, okay.
You do that in right before you increase the speed. So. But ultimately, I bet you what they're going to do is go like 300 down, 220 up. Which for the
better
show,
than what you've had.
Yeah. For the show and what I do here, 20 up is fine. I wish I had more for like backing up stuff. All right,
Yes.
So we're at this point. I'm going to hit finish, and we'll see it run. Barry, you're. I don't know how long you've been here, if you heard it, and Roger, we're not actually doing a show tonight. We're just chatting with whoever shows up in chat room. But while we're doing that, I'm going to install Luminar for Windows, which is in beta from Macphun. So you want to start the tour here, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Start the tour. We're not going to read all this stuff. We're just going to go. You're going to go through it. If AD was out there, we could bring him in. He can tell us more about it. Has anybody downloaded this yet, the beta? Or if you're on Mac, maybe you already have it. All right, get started. What is this? All right, I'll have to take that off screen while I go find...
Oh, you don't want to tell us what it is?
No. I need to go find... They must have sent me an email. Hey, there it is. Yeah, I don't want y'all to see my code. Oh, helps if I spell right. Okay, I spelled it wrong and it still took it. Yeah. Yep. See if I can find an image. All right, while we're waiting on that.
You should use a picture you have of your hometown that was sent out to the, remember that one from way
Walmart?
back? Like,
What's that?
yeah, the one that went to Walmart and was on the back of their wall.
Yeah, so let's see if I can find that. I'm on another, I'm on this computer, doesn't have all my same links.
Okay.
I may just have to find an image. Now imagine we want a raw image. Come on, what's going on here? Here we go. Mike. We're just going to try and find something more recent. Hey, here's something. I must have something dated wrong because it's year 2020, 2216.
That could be a problem.
Yep.
We aged well.
Yes, we did. How come there's... Nope, I don't know what that is. That's why I'm not showing you guys this, because I'm trying to find something. I didn't have this planned out beforehand, so talk amongst yourselves.
Nothing new out there. Oh, actually, you know what? I scrolled up before because I missed something. Nope, same. Macro extension tube.
Oh, I bet here.
You're about to find it?
No, not the one you want.
Okay.
But I'm wondering, like, why don't I have anything dated 2017 or anything from the new camera? I don't know where those photos went now. All right, we're just going to have to pick something else. What is a good image? Those aren't good. Where's a raw image?
What kind of image does it have to be?
Well, I was wanting to get a raw, so either raw DNG, something like that. I'm just going to pick... Where are all my photos? He's like from a year old.
What's a year old?
That's what I'm looking at. I don't see my latest images. Oh, okay. The latest ones are over here on my PC. Hold on. Forgot, I keep the current year on my computer. But I need to see icons. I'll put up a Bluebird one. eventually. That's not going to work. This is exciting.
This is riveting today.
And all right, let's just pull this one up. And I got to switch over. It's loading the image. Not that big of an image. Well, that's a bad choice. The guy's completely out of focus.
Yes, you got a good shot of the fence.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe nobody will notice.
Yeah. Well, we'll just forget that the image is horrible. So I pulled it up, and it looks like.
So wait a second. You took 10 minutes to find this picture.
Well, first off, I forgot that all my Roger says.
Roger that.
First, I forgot that my current year is on my PC on the SSDs, and then as soon as the year's over, I move those over to the regular storage.
So do I. Same thing.
So and I'm working on this other computer. Then finding an image, because I'm doing it through the Explorer, through this program actually, and not through Lightroom. So it took me a second. And I don't know anything about this program, so don't take anything I do here as a judge for this program, because I've never used it until just now.
Literally just downloaded it.
So it looks like I just did some kind of effect on this image.
Yeah, it does look like you did something. It changed from when it got imported.
Yeah. I don't know how to turn it off.
Well, can you go back to it? What about hitting Control Z? Does that do anything?
Control Z. Control Z. Nope.
No. All right. It was worth a shot.
So what down here at the bottom looks like you have all these filters.
Mm-hmm.
And then the amount, I guess you're going to apply.
Oh, yeah, it's got a slider to it, too.
Abandoned places. That almost sounds like an A.D. Wheeler thing.
Yes. Sounds a lot like him.
And it looks, I wonder if these are stacking on top of each other. Bloody Mary.
Jordan uses this.
Jordan's out there.
Yes.
Yeah, if I remember right, Jordan is on a Mac. Center of attention. So, Jordan, do you use this in addition to Lightroom or in place of Lightroom?
Says he uses as much as he does Lightroom.
Really?
So it sounds like, yeah. Yep.
So look at all these. Man, there's a ton of them. Filters.
Yeah, really. It's almost too much to choose from.
Yeah, I'm overloaded. Happy memories, image enhancer. Where's like the de-blur?
I was going to say that.
Maybe I don't.
Oh, there
maybe
you go. Now it made it all blurry. Perfect.
Yeah. Now you can't tell that the original image was blurry. And so by actually just clicking on that, we saw that it was not. I don't think they're stacking on top of each other, because as soon as it moved off, all that blur went away. What's this little star? Vibrance. I still like Lightroom for the organizational stuff. Because it's like anything, you got to get used to it. So you've got your exposure, your contrast, the basic panel basically for Lightroom right here. They have a clarity. See if I can bump up my guy, make him not so blurry.
I actually like this.
Yeah, it looks good.
I wouldn't use this on every picture, but like certain pictures, yeah, absolutely. This looks smart to use.
And this was a free download, so you can definitely play with it. And I've totally screwed this image up. So somewhere, I wish to. Oh, I bet that's the undo. But I've done so much to it. I need to do a One thing I've noticed when you move your mouse over, sometimes if you move your mouse over something and pause on it,
This is
it'll
the
give
free
you
public beta for our best-selling. Okay, yeah.
it'll give you a little tool tip. I don't see that happening here when you move your mouse over something like, I don't know what that is. History.
So you can get back to original, I guess.
Original image. There it is. Yeah. Now I'm back to the original stupid image.
Yeah, it did suck.
And
So I guess that looking at that, it does. I guess did it stack or did it change from what you did?
I don't think it's stacked because when I did, let's see this, I'll do this one, this cool moon. And then when I do, let's do center of attention. The cool moon went away.
Right.
So there may, I know somebody's.
I mean, you wouldn't want it to stack because that would be crazy, I guess.
Jordan is probably watching this and screaming and saying, "You guys are doing it all wrong." I just downloaded it. I don't know anything about it. I am doing it all wrong. So there's probably there might be a way to stack these. I don't know. Let me see. Let me find a better image than
Joe's
that.
asking if there's any option to send it directly to Instagram in there.
So I'm going to pull up a little bit different image that's not so stupid.
And not so blurry?
Yeah, slightly less stupid. Yeah, we'll do this one. Hold on, it's processing. Something to send it directly to Instagram. This looks like it's layers. Cool, you have layers in it. Turn on and off the histogram. Make that bigger or smaller. I'll get rid of the panel.
Yeah, Jordan says you can add a layer and then do another preset on top of it, so that makes sense.
There you go. That's probably how you stack the presets.
Yeah. Thank you, Jordan.
Yep. What is that? Oh, this is before and after.
Oh, that's the slider.
Cool. Yeah.
That's the slider that they have on the website. Yeah, I like that.
So I can do this cool moon, and look at that. See, right there, right down the middle. Bump up the clarity.
Wow, it's a different picture already.
Yeah. And then of course I can undo. Dang. So now I haven't done anything to it. So I got the layers there. Maybe how do I get back off of the? How do I get to show the edit panel again?
It's got to be on the right somewhere.
You would think. All right, Jordan. How do I get the?
I can't see what it says under the top right of the screen where it says JPEG to RAW.com. So I don't know if there's anything under there.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm looking right there. There's a few things, but one of them does that.
Right.
Let's just see it bigger. One of them takes away the panel. This one is the layer, turns layers on and off.
The other one was the histogram.
The other one's the histogram on and off.
So where the heck's the other stuff?
Jordan's going to say something. How do I turn that back on, Jordan?
Close the program and reopen it.
Yes, Joe, this is a free beta. So you just go to
Photo editor for Mac.
Yeah, go
Macphun.
to Macphun, which is MACPHUN. MACPHUN. Macphun.com, and click that button, learn more, and then it'll ask you for an email address, and then it'll email you an activation code. And I actually entered the activation code correctly, but I entered my email wrong in the activation of the program, and it still worked. So I think that they're just letting anybody come in.
Well, the Luminar beta is being downloaded to my computer.
There you go. So I lost the adjustment panel and don't know how to get it back. Installing. Dang, Joe's fast. He's already got it installing. So I don't know if this is free forever, Joe. This is, but you know the final version I'm sure will not be.
Yeah, no, it's $69 for the Mac version, so I got to imagine it's going to be comparable.
That's not bad.
No, it's not. I mean,
oh, here, okay. Someone was asking about, can you export to what? To Instagram?
To Instagram, I guess Instagram, Facebook, anything. Is there an option for it?
Yeah, over here on the left-hand side. I don't know if y'all can't see my mouse for whatever reason. Maybe there is a way to show my mouse. Hold on.
Yeah, I was guessing the top left.
Show cursor.
Oh, look at that.
There you go. Now you can see it. Hold on. So right here, there's a little button that says, you click that, and it says export image to Facebook, Twitter, and email. So that's the choices right now in this beta.
Mm-hmm.
This little eye. See, there's no tool tilt when I put out my thing over it. You can make custom presets. Uh-oh. Get rid of that. What does this do? History. That's the layer. That's a... Go back.
What's the infinity sign on the bottom right?
Yeah, so when you hit that, it brings us up basic presets, street, outdoor, travel, portrait, and dramatic. And then I guess you have like favorites.
That makes sense.
I clicked that one earlier to show favorite.
Right, the ones that you use most often.
Yeah, custom and plus more takes you to a website. So if I go with street, this is the ones that are in the group they call street.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and look what came back.
Hey, there you go. Maybe, okay. So I click a preset and it brought it up.
How about that?
And so now we're doing 60s black and white, and there's a little power slider, a mount slider. So I can bring it down and only do part of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's do a little heavier than that. Let's go all the way.
You know, and Jordan said you can download additional free presets on the Luminar website.
So, okay, so we're going to try what Jordan said. So, with me having no experience with this. So I just applied 60s black and white to this image. I'm going to hit plus, add a new image layer. Nope. Add a new adjustment layer. So now we got a new layer. And we're going to do, instead of street, we do portrait. I want something that's not black and white. Let's go with dramatic. So we have a more effect. We can do the blue. All right. And just like in Photoshop, the little eyeball turns the layer on and off. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Opacity was already set at 59. Oh, it's because my preset was at 59. So what is this? What does this give us? I don't see anything happening. That looked like it would do something, doesn't it? See where my mouse is?
There is just so much this does.
All right, so when I hit layer 0, now I'm working with all the effects that are for layer 0. So when I hit layer 1, I'm working with all the effects that are for layer 1. And the opacity is the how much you've applied to it. The power, the amount down here. Good gosh. Name the preset. What does that do? Oh, I think I just reset something. Can you crop? Okay. Can I crop? What does this scissor do? Okay. That's not a crop I'd want.
So there you go. Now I'm assuming this does not save on the file. It does something like what Lightroom does, or do we know that?
I don't. Let's see. Is this? That's not save. Where is save? That's open. That's a good question, Tim. I didn't even see a save button. Send feedback.
Yeah, because you don't want to. It's got to have some sort of save because you don't want to just export to those three options and that's it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's go. Let's do that again.
Did someone not watch the tutorial videos? Thanks, Joe.
No, Joe. We downloaded it live when we started the show. The first time we've ever looked at this. So, okay, so to save it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the easiest things like save or crop. You know, hit export image to. Instead of saying, I can't, I got to have it here in the middle. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but I guess the the amount of quality. So it's not going to save it as a raw image. Let's see what it's saving it as a JPEG.
Yep.
Maybe that's a beta thing. I've got to imagine. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Push a button, see what happens. We'll have somebody on at some point who actually knows what they're doing to walk us through this.
Yes.
I thought we would just play with it right now. So
this would save. Well, what size file does it save it as?
You want me to save it?
Yeah, save. I mean, what's worse that can happen?
Where's it going to save it to? Okay, so export.
And then compare the original to that.
Where did it go? I'm going to have to bring us back to me so as I browse my files here.
Help, Edie, where are you?
We'll have AD or somebody else on to show us. I know AD is where am I at?
No, I like
He's traveling
this
soon
is
too.
Great.
Yeah, I need to play with it more.
Really good. Yeah, I downloaded it. I'm gonna play with it. I'll probably go through the tutorials because I need that.
Now I just gotta find where it saved it to. Here we go. All right, so you getting a phone call?
Hold on 1 second.
Call from.
Here is the original 18.5 meg. It's a what? Those pixels aren't right. From a Nikon D500. And 5.6 meg, but it's a JPEG. It saved it as a JPEG. Yeah, so Jordan's saying in his version you can export all kind of different types. Like maybe this is a limitation of the beta. That right now we can only do, we don't have any choice to save it any other way. All right, what else do y'all want me to try? Tell me something cool I can do in here, Jordan. Click and drag. There we go. There's a gradient.
Back.
I'm applying a
So
gradient.
what is this? Oh, gradient filter.
Yeah, and I don't know. Wow, look at all this stuff. And there's an advanced. There's my exposure. Nothing's happening.
No, nothing is happening.
I have messed this thing completely up. How do I get the gradient away?
Gary says try a brush.
How do I get the gradient to stop? Cancel. There we go. I didn't even see that thing. Hold on, Gary. So let's do this.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. So apply.
It doesn't really do anything for the picture, though.
I'm not trying to make a great picture here. I'm just trying to see what happens. Okay, so brush. Wow, so that's a pretty big brush. And I don't know what it's doing. Density fill. Opacity, the softness, size. We're going to go to smaller one. Now, how do I apply it? How do I get rid of the red? Hit the brush again. He's gonna. George's gonna open his and follow along as I can tell.
Yeah,
us
that's
where
what he said. Yeah, right.
did wrong.
He's
Okay, we'll get rid of that.
The denoise tool is really great, but it looks.
Denoise. Where's that? Let's see if we can't go back to the.
I hope this guy's a good friend because you're destroying him.
He works for me.
Uh,
We're going back to the original image. All right, let's try that. Just do his forehead. And now what? Oh, okay. So let's pick. I thought I'm in the dramatic area. These don't look very dramatic.
now he looks like a Klingon.
Glamour. So is now what I'm doing only affecting that part of his forehead?
I don't see anything changing.
Me neither. I need to find something change. Nothing's changing.
Yeah.
I need to be able to reset. Also, there we go. Maybe exposure? Nothing's changing. The plus icon next to the filters. This. I have not played with all of these yet, so I just did that. How do I get rid of the brush? Click on the hand. But nothing's happening. Are you playing along too, Tim?
No, I didn't download it because I didn't want it. My computer is probably not as strong as yours, so I downloaded it, but I didn't install it. Let's put it that way. I'm watching you. It's exciting, thrilling.
Trying to make big adjustments. Nothing I'm doing is doing anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's the opacity say?
so if you have the layer turned off, and nothing's. So this little eye I had turned off. So let's go back to the very beginning again. Original image. Sorry, guys. And we're gonna paint his lower area here. All right, I got it turned on, so we're gonna apply this.
What was that called?
It's called Mysterious Girl.
You really like him.
And so it applied it right there, so you can see the effect is only doing it to that one place.
Yes.
And then as I take the exposure back, imagine if I took all these back, it would do something, it would change that one area. Layers is something I wish Lightroom would bring along.
Yeah, but I don't think they want to take away from
Photoshop. Yeah,
from Photoshop.
Yeah, this is awesome. As I start to slowly learn more about it. Got the crop going on. Got the different aspect ratios. So you can have your lines here different, which one's rule of thirds, one's the other. Let's see. Lock your aspect ratio. Change the angle. Cancel. What else should I try?
I don't know. What other options you have?
So when I clicked on the plus thing over here under filters, you got all kind of stuff.
Now, when it says add filters, is this from another website? From the main website, or is this included in the program?
I think it's included in the program. Let's go golden.
I like what it's doing to some of the before after. I'm assuming that's before golden hour.
Channel mixer.
That's changing the colors of the
Bitoning. Black and white's always a good one. Clarity, etc. Yeah. So that was color. Then you got creative, which has got fog. Oh, that's cool. Grain, soft focus, quite a few things here. Tonal enhance.
That's nice.
Detail.
Wow, there's a lot in this program.
Utility. And then here's some new. Let's go back to clarity. Oh wow! So you bump up the, so I bumped up the clarity quite a bit right there.
Yes.
Go all the way.
It doesn't look much different than when you.
Well, it's taking it a second to. There you go. Actually, doesn't look too bad. Of course, I'm looking at my monitor. I'm looking at here. These two are not calibrated at all, so no telling what it really looks like. I would really need to do this on a calibrated monitor, but that's not bad. I got an X here, so I can take that away. Sharpening polarizer. Let's go back to tonal enhance. Nope, I don't like those. Creative. Dramatic. High key. Amount. It's not too bad either. Yeah, Gary, download it and give it a try. We can play with this all night, but I think
Yeah.
I think
And it's really going to be in the eye of the beholder, I think.
I think this has really sparked my interest. Let me bring us back. We need to have somebody on from Macphun or something to walk
Kind of
us
like
through.
when we had I can't remember his name with Topaz Labs going through and ripping through the pictures.
He was incredible with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
we need somebody who knows what they're doing to explain it to us. And
this is like an awesome Lightroom competitor.
yeah, I mean the only thing it doesn't have is the cataloging.
Yeah, and
keywording it.
I do like the cataloging.
Yes, I use
with
that all the time.
So yeah, for me, I could not make the switch because I use the cataloging so much for it.
No, I see this as an enhancement tool for certain pictures.
Yeah.
Because I don't see myself being able to change the pictures like this in Lightroom.
Now, Jordan.
Not as much.
Yeah, Jordan. There's no way to go between the two. I know you have the Mac version, right? The full version. There's no way to go to export out of Lightroom over to Macphun and come back, other than just saving a file and bringing a file back.
I wonder if Lightroom has edit in. If that comes up in Lightroom, can you edit in?
Yeah, and then also I wonder, when you save this back as a RAW file, how is it saving all the layer information? Is it just a sidecar file or something it's doing? Or do you have to save it in a certain format to maintain the layer information? So imagine if you save it as a DNG or NIF for Nikon or whatever. I don't remember what Jordan shoots, but Sony or Canon, that you saved in their RAW format. When you brought it back into Lightroom, it would have no information about the layers. Right. That's a long question for. I don't expect you to write a paragraph, Jordan. Cliff note. I don't think so. You can save as a PS doc and import it into Lightroom, but the individual layers probably won't come over. Only the final edit. Yep. All right. Well, this was much more fun tonight than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna play with this afterwards.
Yep. Jordan, I don't know, he doesn't mind me mentioning this because he does a YouTube channel on it. But he's started a channel, a video. He's already had the channel, but he started a video series of going full time from moving from your day job over to photography full time. So if you haven't watched any of that, check that out. He's very creative. I've watched some of his, driving to the store. He's got a little vlog going on and all different things Jordan's doing. He's very creative with the camera angles and transitions and music. Much more creative than I am.
Yeah, that's my always been my issue, not creative. Yeah. And, it goes back to what Joe was talking about earlier with taking pictures of something different than what I normally take, and I'm just not creative. I get ideas from what I found on the internet, like what you looked at earlier.
Link us, Jordan. I imagine, Joe, you're asking us about the link to Joe was asking about the link to Jordan's YouTube channel. Jordan, if you don't mind pasting it in there, or I can get it. I think Jordan has a background in graphic arts or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That my background's in accounting. That doesn't.
There you go, Joe. Get something to get you inspired.
Yeah, I am really good at Excel and things like that. It doesn't transfer well to these type of skills.
Not at all.
You get an Excel problem, I can solve it. And the business intelligence tool that we got, I can solve that too. But I will never be as good as Jordan with all the work he's doing.
No, like Jordan, just steal ideas from other people. I mean, I look at a lot of things, and that's where I get my ideas.
Well, stealing the idea is one thing. Actually carrying it out is another. So I can look at some stuff and go, "That's really cool. I want to do that." Actually, then doing it is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me paste. Let's see if it will let me do it, Jordan. Hold on. If not, I can just pull this up here. There you go. Maybe it only lets the owner of the channel do it. I think I can show Jordan's webpage, can I? There you go. Episode 6. Hadn't watched that one yet, Jordan. I did get the one where you decided to go for a run, and as soon as you walked out the door, you go too hot, and turn back inside. Runs over. I totally understand that. Yes. Yeah, I running is not good for me because in the weight I am for be too damaging to my legs, I think. But I've been doing a lot more walking. Although I had to pull back a little bit, Tim. You've pulled back ahead of me.
Because you were at about 200,000 steps.
Yeah, I think my peak was 147,000 in a week, and it messed. I got blisters on my feet. I've got one of my feet. It still doesn't feel right when I walk. It's like I permanently move stuff around in there. Anyway, I'm getting back at it. I just need my feet to recover a little bit.
Yeah, I'm up at 97,000 for the week right now.
That's good. That's good.
I try to walk, like I said, 3 miles every day. I lost 17, 18 pounds, and I got another 10, 15 I'd like to lose.
That's really good. Yep. From my peak, I've lost almost 30 now.
Good for you.
Yeah. But I've
and it's no doubt walking is really what it is.
I've plateaued. The other thing that's happened, so I know we're way off a track of photography here. Tim and I both have Fitbits, and the app also.
That's not your.
I remember I had the Surge and it broke.
Right.
So this is.
Did it? I didn't know that. Okay.
This is the Charge 2. It's smaller. I like the smallness. It is cheaper too. I know Jordan probably has
the Blaze.
Jordan probably has the iWatch thingamajig. But it also keeps track of your heart rate, your resting heart rate. So I think it gets that like when you're sleeping and that kind of stuff, a resting heart rate. From when I started walking to now, my resting heart rate has dropped 10 beats from where it was.
I'm at 58 right now.
That's really good. That's really good. So I've seen, if you look at my graph, it kind of goes and it goes down like that.
That's what that extra weight does to you.
Well, in the walking, the exercising helps out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know you Apple guys are fanboys. The track I walk. So almost every time I have gone walk on this track, it's just right behind my house at the Swanee Elementary School. Mm-hmm. There's no one ever there. So I go there one night and start to walk, and it starts pouring down raining. And I had my umbrella with me, so I'm here with my umbrella, walking the track, which is stupid because I wanted to get certain steps, but I'm darn determined. The first time anybody comes and walks the track with me is when it was pouring down raining. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, really.
Who else decides to do this? Yeah, so Joe says too hot in Florida to do anything. I'm from South.
And you're from Hotlanta right now, so
yeah, and it's getting up into the mid 90s right now. So if I'm going to go walk, it's going to be, the hour or so before dark, and I can get in 5,000 or so steps in about 40 minutes. In walking that track.
That's good. I probably closer to 50 minutes for my because I do 3.5 miles every day, and it's probably about 6,000 steps, and it takes me about just short of an hour.
I don't know how many miles it is, but so this track is not a normal it's not a regulation track, and I'm walking.
But your Fitbit doesn't tell you how far. Well, can you guys connect to your phone?
It can connect to the phone, but I've never really worried about that. I was just trying to get steps, so I know that walking it will give me about 4,700 steps, and then the walk back to the truck will be walk to and from the truck is 500 or so steps. So I'm going to get somewhere around 5,000 plus steps just going down there. And 10 laps, about 40 to 45 minutes, and I've got 5,000 steps in.
Good.
And that's the same place where I go fly my drone too. But it does get hot. So Joe, I don't generally go out to after dinner, something like that, because when it's still 90 degrees, but at least the sun's not bearing down on you. And you come home, you got to take a shower. That's for sure. I grew up in South Louisiana, where I'm sure, like Florida, is not only hot, but it's just stupid humid. And that humidity, you will start sweating the moment you walk out the door. At least I will.
That's me.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed since I lost the weight, I sweat less than I used to.
Yeah, I don't know if that's happened to me yet. No, Jordan's hopping off for about 10 minutes. I think we're going to go ahead and hop out too. We've gone the full hour. And Joe, Tim, you're here with me. Joe, Jordan, Gary, Barry was out there earlier. Anybody else who showed up? Thanks, guys, for coming out. We'll try and get somebody on to walk us, do a professional walkthrough of Macphun Luminar. Is that the name of it? Luminar, yeah. So y'all can see how it's actually supposed to be used. So see you guys later. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hold on, Tim.